So what we're going to look at today is something called the RMS Lusitania medal. Now, the Lusitania itself was a liner which was sunk on the 7th of May 1915. Now, the problem with this is that it was sunk by a German U-boat, and the German U-boat claimed that this Lusitania vessel was carrying arms and weapons. Everybody else has always said that the only thing that was on this ship were passengers, and that included women and children, but also included American citizens. Now, that is a very, very important point, because when it was sunk on May the 7th, 1915 by a U-boat, it was the beginning of the catalyst that was actually going to bring America into the First World War. So this is something that had far-reaching effects from just sinking a liner. What actually happened was that a German medal maker called Karl Goertz made a commemorative medal. And the reason he did this is because he personally was so incensed that the Allies were using civilian ships to carry weapons. That he was so incensed he made a medal to denigrate the Allies for using ships in such a fashion, which was against the Geneva Convention. The problem was that he got the date of the sinking on his medal wrong. Instead of putting the 7th of May, he put the 5th of May, so 2 days earlier. And this led to a conspiracy theory that the Americans, the Germans knew that this sinking was going to take place. Whatever was going to happen, they were going to sink this ship, whether it had people on it, guns, whatever. And that became one of the bigger problems. What the British did is they took the German medal, which is incredibly rare, and they made an exact copy of it and made it into a propaganda device. It comes in a box with a sheet of paper telling you about the sinking. The lovely little box itself has the story of the German Lusitania medal in the top. And here is our exact copy of the German medal, which is made in iron. Now, one of the very rare things is that the German medal hardly ever comes up for sale. It's a very, very rare thing. But just for once, not only do we have the British one, but I have an original Karl Goertz German version of the Lusitania medal. Now, if you look on the back of it, first of all, it's people lining up to buy tickets from Cunard, and the salesman is a skeleton representing death. In the background, there's a man reading a newspaper, and in German, it says U-boat menace. So they're saying this is a dangerous place to be out on the ocean. But up here in German, it says business above all else. So the medal is saying that the Allies are prepared to sacrifice civilians to move guns across the channel in a clandestine fashion. Because on the back of the medal, there is the Lusitania sinking, but you can see all of the weapons on the deck of the ship. It's absolutely amazing to be able to hold the two medals, because that is something that doesn't very often happen. The Karl Goertz medal is, as I suppose could be expected, much, much finer than the British one. But it's a very interesting little piece from the First World War. For values, the British one in its box with its paperwork, somewhere around about £60 to £70. The German one, somewhere between £500 and £600. The Lusitania medal. Very interesting little thing.